By now, you've probably heard different things about downtown San Diego. People moving in, other people moving out. Some people love it, some people not so much. Truth is, downtown San Diego, well, it's not for everyone. Today, I'm gonna give you 7 reasons why, well, you might wanna think twice and avoid living in the city. But I'm also gonna give you 7 reasons why, well, downtown San Diego might be exactly where you need to wind up to start your San Diego life. If you're single, maybe you're a couple, you don't have kids yet, maybe you're just a real social person, or maybe you just wanna skip that awful commute to driving somewhere else in San Diego County. Now listen up, I'm a longtime downtown San Diego resident. I've lived in almost all of the neighborhoods down here, so I definitely know what I'm talking about. Now reason number 1, I think it's gonna be the thing that probably a lot of people think of right offhand. Downtown is loud. You've got concerts, games like baseball games, other special different events and games going on. You're gonna have festivals, marathons happen down here, different road closures for different reasons. There's big conventions like Comic-Con. I mean, it's a lot of fun to attend, but it shuts down half the city to the residents. And in the evening, on any random week, any day of the week, because we do have these conventions in town, there can be loud fireworks shows. There can just be a lot of noise in general. If you want peace and quiet like 24/7 or for a good part of the day or night, I don't know if the city is gonna be your vibe. But with that same energy, I mean, that's kind of what makes living down here a ton of fun. Those same San Diego Padre baseball games, Petco Park concerts, all the same festivals and all the events happening. For the most part, the public or the residents in downtown San Diego, they can partake in that just as much as any tourist or anybody visiting town. It's a ton of fun. You're gonna be in the middle of it all, no Uber required. In fact, it's one of the only places in San Diego County where it really is truly a walkable lifestyle. Reason number 2, parking can be a nightmare. If you have anything outside of a normal sized car, maybe an SUV, maybe not an oversized truck, a regular sized truck, you'll be okay. But for the most part, it is very difficult to park down here. At the best, expect meters and limited parking. At worst, maybe you can't even park. So something that I think gets missed quite often, there's an energy level in the city, like living in the city, being in the city, that's just tough to replicate. That's coming from somebody like me who's really like an introvert. I really love it down here. I mean, it's something you don't get anywhere else, at least as far as I've experienced in San Diego. So big perk to living here for sure. For all those special events, let's say for a Padres game, a lot of the parking structures that are located nearby on game day or for a concert for that matter, they're gonna be charging probably $35, $45, maybe $50 for a few hours parking for the event. But if you're living downtown, to be honest with you, you might not even need a car. Like I said before, it's one of the most walkable places in downtown San Diego. If you're not walking to your favorite market, to an event for fun, whatever entertainment, whatever that may be, if you need to get somewhere else, you're gonna have access to the trolley station, the train station goes out of here. If you're in range of the tracks, one of those 2 transportation systems, I mean, you don't need a car. I can't believe I'm saying that in San Diego, even California for that matter, but this, you probably could get by without any car. Now, reason number 3 is gonna apply to, let's say you were to buy a condo in downtown San Diego, great investment by the way, but the HOA fees in the city are gonna be higher than other parts of San Diego County. You get more usually as far as amenities and what it covers, but it's gonna be a little bit north of probably what the rest of the county's average is. But I have to add that as you're paying an HOA fee, you are getting additional things in most cases. So I use the amenity spaces, the rooftop specifically in my building quite a bit. I come up here, I'll work from my laptop. I'll also come up here just to unwind, enjoy, some of the amazing views. That's pretty tough to beat. These kind of spaces too in the buildings, in the city, there's people here. So it's a good place to meet your neighbors, just meet people in general. So definitely a big perk to living. If you're in the city and you're in like a mid-rise or a high-rise, this is one of the perks for sure. You might also have like a fitness center on site, pool, spa, community rooms, and then utilities sometimes are included in those HOA payments. And then in a handful, you might get electricity, but definitely if you're getting your water included, Water included in your HOA payment. A lot of times gas is in there as well. So utility wise, you're just looking at outside of that, an electric bill and then maybe like an internet bill. If you still have cable, you'd have a cable bill as well. So anything, I mean, it's almost like you're living in a resort in a lot of cases. Reason number 4, it's gonna be the homeless situation or the unhoused, however you like to refer to it. So definitely in downtown San Diego, we have a lot of it down here. It's gonna be visible, but it's especially I should say in certain parts of downtown San Diego.
The gauntlet, as I call it.
Guide shared pictures of alcohol and drugs in clear view.
There's the liquor bottle. We got kids coming here. And the smell of pot?
Every day we walk up and it's a wild card. You never know what it's going to be like.
This is not the impression that tour guides want to give visitors in America's finest city.
So in my personal experience, I mean, first and foremost, it's heartbreaking to see people in that state, that position in their lives. Absolutely heartbreaking. But as far as a resident down here, I mean, it's going to be a part of living in a city, living in any city for that matter. I think you just need to be smart about it, just make good decisions and use common sense. But City of San Diego is aware and they're pretty active about it. Debatable how effective their management of the issue has been and how much actual control they have in the matter. But there are different programs, a lot of affordable housing and programs in the city to address the issue, so it probably helps a little bit. But you're definitely gonna find as you work your way throughout different parts of San Diego, through the different neighborhoods, it's gonna be less prevalent in certain areas than others. So, I mean, if you're down here, check out the different neighborhoods, visit the different neighborhoods, and it doesn't take very long to get a pretty accurate feel of where it is and where it isn't, where you wanna be and where you don't wanna be. Reason number 5, it probably goes without saying, but a lot of people, they kind of miss this. So you're gonna have to get used to probably a smaller living space than what you're previously used to. I mean, I probably wouldn't come to the city expecting like a big backyard because you're not gonna find it, or let's say like an oversized garage. I mean, it just doesn't happen down here. I mean, it's like the mecca of urbanization for San Diego, right? Things get more consolidated, condensed. You go vertical, you're gonna lose living space. Dogs love it up here. I gotta tell you though, among many other things, I moved down here from a 4-bedroom townhome with a yard. This is years ago. I mean, I've fully adapted. Whoa, watch my feet. I've fully adapted to the lifestyle down here. I think like the community, walkability, all that kind of good stuff, by far makes up the difference. It's a nice little balance. So I really enjoy the lifestyle. But where else in San Diego County can you live on the 41st floor, let's say, and have amazing panoramic ocean and bay views? Pretty hard to come by anywhere else. And not to mention the convenience and the different amenities that come along with living in like a high-rise situation. Plus, I have to say this because a lot of people don't do this, they miss this. Just because you've seen one condo, 2 condos, one building, one apartment, let's say, you think you've seen them all. Definitely not the case. One building can be very, very different from another. The style of an apartment versus a condo, the style of like a condo versus another condo, how it's set up. Some are gonna be very modern looking, some are gonna be very industrial looking. There's a lot of options down here. You need to check everything out so you make sure you wind up in the place that feels comfortable to you. Now, reason number 6, and I hate saying this, but it's the truth, so you need to hear it. Downtown San Diego, I mean, for the most part, it's not family friendly at all. Now, don't get that wrong, there are things for families to do down here, but as far as like living here on a full-time basis, I don't think it really would work that well. For example, if you had kids and you live down here, so the schools are gonna be very limited. You're gonna be commuting most likely any of the grade levels to get to the school of your choice. And the other thing is there's not gonna be a lot of other families living down here. There's just not a part of the city, at least at this time. It's just not really set up for that kind of lifestyle. But on the flip side, if you're single, if you're a couple, maybe you don't have children, or maybe you're in that kind of phase, like pre-children phase, Maybe you just moved here, try to get your bearings. Maybe you're just looking for somewhere comfortable where you can work remotely. Downtown's gonna give you access to the nightlife, the restaurant scene down here, an amazing community. You're gonna be very close to the beaches. It's a pretty ideal situation. Now, reason number 7, it's expensive down here. Now, I'm not gonna try and sugarcoat it. It is what it is. It costs money to live down here. Whether you rent or whether you buy a condominium, it's an amazing lifestyle, but you're gonna be paying for that amazing lifestyle. But on the flip side, there's gonna be more inventory or choices in housing in downtown San Diego than in almost any other neighborhood throughout the entire county. That's gonna be for rentals and it's gonna be for condominiums. So there's gonna be something at all the different price points, something in the lower 300,000 to 400,000, 500,000. You're talking about something a little smaller in that price point and up. So there's beautiful luxury, like super high up in some of the luxury high rises. And there's everything in between where probably the majority of us would land. There's something for everybody. By the way, I mentioned it at the beginning of the video. I'm a longtime downtown San Diego resident and I'm also in real estate. So if you need any help buying or selling any real estate in anywhere pretty much throughout San Diego, don't be shy about reaching out to me. I'd love to help you out. So yeah, downtown San Diego, it's not for everybody. It has its quirks, it has its trade-offs, but downtown San Diego, for the right person, and especially if you're new to San Diego, it can be the perfect starting point. You're close to everything, the beaches, Balboa Park and the zoo, there's Petco Park and the San Diego Padres, the restaurants in Little Italy, and of course the gas lamp corridor, the nightlife. Downtown's known for its nightlife. And work. A lot of people work down here in the city. And here's the thing, maybe downtown San Diego isn't gonna be your forever neighborhood, but it's a great place to begin your San Diego journey as you explore the rest of San Diego and you find out where you really feel comfortable and where you really want to reside. Now, I hope you found this video helpful if you're thinking about moving to downtown San Diego. And once again, I've lived down here for a long time. I know a lot about it, what it's like lifestyle-wise. If you want more detailed information, don't be shy about reaching out to me. Happy to chat with you about that. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more content like this, please subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.